Okay. So this is the discussion my wife and I had, and it is what it is. You have to understand it. You ask somebody when you ask someone, what do you want? Are you willing? Are you willing to give God all of you, all of you, all of you, your whole body, mind, body, and soul? Are you willing to say, I'm going to serve God?
Yes, all the way.
But all the way, okay? I'm just saying, look, you have to understand this.
I want all of Him.
That sounds good, but here's the thing. Now, this is a fact. God is not enough. He's not enough. He's just not. I need some pleasure that's going to stimulate me besides God. God's a good God. We know that. Problem is, I'm going to do things that's going to make me happy personally. I want to do things that's going to cause me some happiness, some pleasure. What can I do where I can get pleasure other than God? I had a phone call from a sibling that said, look, you need to give God a break. You need to stop and think. If you put God over everything in your life, you're not going to have any fun. You're not. I've had people tell me, I am playing, our band is playing on so-and-so street in so-and-so town. I would like for you to come and see me play. And if you say no, you're holier than thou. If you look, if you go, if you decide to go, you get to have a discussion first with your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever. We're gonna go to this party or this setting, if you will, and we're gonna have this guy entertain the people. Okay? And in doing so, we are fulfilling the people that are there, their needs. People work all week. They work all week long, and believe it or not, they do. At the end of the day, they don't need God. They need something that's going to make them happy. Entertainment. So you have to decide which entertainment you want. Now, if you go to a bar, a setting where the person is entertaining the masses, people there want you to feed them. Feed me. Feed me. Feed me what I need tonight. So you sing, you play your instruments, everybody is happy. Everybody.
You're drinking, you're dancing.
Now, if you go, be careful. Don't mingle in their sin. Just go and support them. Support them. Just support them. Now, people are drinking, smoking, they're doing whatever. And there's food there, drinks, whatever. And you say to yourself, well, we're not going to sin against God when we go. We're going to go and be there with the people that don't care about God at all. At all. They want to be loved. Women want to be looked at. They wear these outfits that are revealing, if you will. And there's a lot of lust going on. We all know this. Okay, it's an atmosphere of drinking, lust, and a bunch of stuff going on. And you're in the middle of that. And you're enjoying it. You are enjoying it. You are. And you feel good about it. And the singers are dancing, the women gyrating, the band is going, and there's no one getting hurt. No one's being defamed. Everybody's happy. And you get to understand what all that means. You have to understand what I mean. If you ask your wife or your husband, you don't go with me because you don't respect me I'm playing at this club. I would like to have you there, and it would make me feel good if you're there. Now, no one asked God nothing, and I don't mean nothing. No one said, "Is God happy about where you are at that time?" If God was to come back for the rapture, would you go back with Him? You in that atmosphere? I know the answer is definitely not.
No.
So then you say to yourself, well, why does God want me to be bored all my life? Think that. If you think in your head, you can be very, very happy with God. You can find things to do that are not contrary to God. That's fun. But it's not enough. I need the kind of fun that the flesh wants. I want that flam bam, thank you, ma'am. I want that weed smoking guy talk crap that's gonna make me laugh. I got a guy over here telling jokes. They're dirty, but they're fun. I'm not saying it. He's saying it. I'm in Satan's atmosphere. I'm on Satan's playground. So whatever happens at Satan's playground is going to happen. And you're going to be there, and you're going to become a part of that environment.
Right.
So after all that's done, you can say to yourself, I have not sinned against God because I didn't do anything wrong. No, you just supporting everybody that was doing it.
True that.
Now, you got to know, and I ask myself, do I want all of God, or do I think that God should extend some pleasure in my life other than Him? You got to know how to manipulate God. You got to know how to. You got to know how to do things where God can't get you. I'm good at that. You got to know how to take sin and push the envelope so just enough, where God goes like, well, he's almost there, but he's not there, but he's okay. Then you back off. You got to know how to back off. If you continue practicing that form, you'll start doing. See, it's a slow
process.
Slow motion. Yes. I said this, Amy. I always said this. Satan has more patience than people would like to know or believe, if you will. See, Satan got all day to deal with you. So, by staying in touch with God, God allows you to know what you need and what you don't need to do. So, church has become so entertainment that people are now saying, let me just go to church and get entertained. And that'll be my entertainment for the week. You know, if I can't go to bars, I want to do something that's going to make my flesh happy. And so you find that. And the pastor knows that. If you can make people happy, you will give them more money. And if you can do it and put God in a box where He can't get you, that's going to make me better. That's the way it is. So now you have people turking. Is that it? Booty hop and all that. Drop like it's hot.
Turking.
They doing that in churches now. Because people are tired of God. They're tired of Him running their lives. So they're like, okay, God, this is the way it's going to be. I got to find something that my flesh is going to crave. And I found it. I like it. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to sin against you. But I'm going to just push that envelope just enough where you can't get me. Where it is. And I mean, look, it's not enough, right? Think about it. Think about what Satan did. Think about what Satan did. Satan said, Christmas, Jesus, not enough. So what did Satan do? Look at Christmas, not enough. Not enough. So what did Satan do? What did he do? What did Satan give us?
Gifts.
Christmas.
Right.
Satan said, gifts, like you just said. Presents. Christmas tree. All right? And let's turn this thing around and put more emphasis on getting. Thanksgiving. And if you give the wrong gift, oh, they're gonna know about it. I don't want this. I want a diamond ring. I want a new car.
You're right about that.
See?
You're right.
Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Easter, God rose, right? Am I correct?
Yes, he did.
Not enough. Not enough. Satan said, not enough. I gotta have my taste too. That's a street term. Well, I need to be praised too. So, give me something too. What can I have? What about me? I'm standing by myself. Satan saying, I need some help too. I need my praise. I need my praise. Okay. Satan came up with the Easter bunny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Easter
now
baskets.
we have the Easter basket, the
Candies.
Easter candy, and the kids are going to church to say their speeches. Their mind is not on those speeches, man, on that candy. Goodies. Easter baskets.
Easter eggs.
No, they look. I did not know this information before, that Easter baskets was an occult. I did not know that the bunny rabbit at one time was an occult from Germany. I didn't know that. I had no clue.
I didn't either.
See, I did not
Until
know.
you told me.
I didn't know that come Halloween, that was Satan's day of salvation, of praising.
Mm.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that the kids were actually knocking on folks' doors, getting candy for the sake of praising Satan. I didn't know that.
Demonic.
Now, I'm going to tell you what the church did. The church said, we're not going to celebrate Halloween the way the world does. You got to love this.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to celebrate. Look, you got to understand, all these kids are going out getting candy. And you are what? Left alone, man. You sit up in the house, and you're going to go out there with a bag and get candy too. But the mama says, well, you know, that's celebrating Satan. No, mama, it's just candy. So what do you do? What do you do? The church says this. I've been through this. At a lot of Pentecostal churches. We are going to go to a building. They have, what they call the name in Akron? The Cedar Building, whatever building it was. They're going to have, they're going to set it up where the kids can go there, okay? And not be in the streets begging for candy. But we're gonna celebrate Halloween different. We're gonna have all the kids in the church go to the building, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna celebrate Halloween different. And at the end of the day, what do they do? Give out candy. Do you know that?
And it's no difference.
Same thing. Peace pipe, crack pipe, same thing. So it's the way it is. So Satan's gonna get his praise. And guess who's gonna give it to him? Saints. He's gonna make sure Satan gets his praise.
Jesus. Ooh, Lord God, you know.
I need enough of Satan just to keep me happy. I got God. Okay. Now, here's what happened. God knows what he's doing. God knows. See, we get mad when certain people get in office. Certain presidents, we don't want certain people in office.
Uh-huh.
Now, you got to understand, let's just say for sake of argument, let's just say Trump is a bad man. For whatever reason, let's just say that. And let's say that he says this. I don't agree with abortion, and you know he doesn't. I don't agree with kids changing their gender, and I may not be the best man in the world as far as church is concerned, but I don't like it when people defame God's name. Even if he's not 100% right about a lot of stuff, there's some things that Trump don't like at all. Killing kids, killing babies. What else, Amy?
LGBTQ.
He don't stand for none of that. See, he do stand for going to church. Give him some credit, but don't give him that. But this who I like. I love Biden. My family said Biden is cool, and they got mad at me because I didn't want to vote for Biden. I didn't vote for anybody. I vote for Christ. But I hear things, and they say, well, you know, Biden is the better of the two. So I'm going to vote for Biden. Now, why am I going to vote for Biden? In order to vote for somebody, you have to agree with them.
Right.
You got to agree with them.
You're right. You're
Biden-
right about that.
Biden says this.
Mhm.
He says if a child wants to be change of female to male or vice versa, he should be able to at the age of 8. I agree that abortion is great. And I have a lot of people that agree with me. So I'm voting for Biden knowing it's okay for him to kill babies. No matter how old they are, in or out the womb. Abortion is great. And I have some women saying, abortion, this is crazy. We need to kill some of these black kids before they get too bad. So if we kill them in the womb, that'll cut the crime down. I forgot her name, but I'll forget that. Anything that has to do with the hate of God, this guy does it. No matter what it is.
Definitely.
He hates God.
Yes, he does.
So if you vote for him, then you hate God.
You're a part of
You
that.
can't say, "Oh, I'm just a driver." No. You're part of the program. See.
Definitely, you're
So-
a part of the program, just like you said.
Here's why we like Biden, and here's why the sexual thing is great. Everybody got somebody in their family that's gay. Okay, fine. You're allowed to work and whatever else. But when you pushing on other people, now you're trying to make them what you are without them wanting to be it. So you say, well, we should be okay, and we should allow people that are LGBTQ to be able to be pastors, have an office in the church. So when you sign that 105c3, whatever it is, we know about it because they offer that to us.
Oh, definitely.
When you sign that government issue, let's say you want a daycare. Okay, now that ain't free. I'll support your daycare. I even pay for most of the kids' lunches and for being there and clothing and everything. When the church signed that document, they are agreeing to allowing everybody to have an office in the church.
That's true.
I'm
That's
just saying.
true.
So now they got it where you don't have to be saved to join the church anymore. You don't have to be saved now. You don't have to walk with God in order to join a church that I know very well. And when he said that, I went, whoa, wait a minute. What new rule is this? New rule. You don't have to walk with God or be with God to join our church. You will eventually see things God's way. So you're going to walk with Satan, and eventually you're going to cross Satan out. Wait for it. Now, watch this. Everybody knows this. If you are a gay man in church, you're going to feel alone. You are. You're going to feel by yourself. So a spirit that you have, if you have the spirit of homosexuality, and you are going to keep that spirit come hell or high water, you're going to keep it. But you're alone. You're in the church where people are praising God, and you're about yourself. And you're praising God too, but you need help. So what you do, you go out, find some people that think like you think, bring them to the church, have them join the church, and the ones that have a talent, find out what their talent is, and more than likely, it's going to be music. It's going to be music. So when you put them in the music department, they are now going to take over the choir. They have that spirit. It's called takeover spirit. Takeover gay spirit. And what they do, when they join their church, they sing better than anybody. Come on now. They sing better than anybody. They know.
Oh, yes.
They know. They know how to sing.
Yes.
I'm telling you for real.
You are right. You
They
are right.
know how to sing. They know how to play the instruments.
Oh, they're very talented.
Best. Satan already knew that.
Right.
So Satan goes and get more devils to come into the church, and they start infiltrating certain offices, slowly but surely. So this one guy was in the church that I've seen on the internet, and he's a big guy. And I knew who he was. And I know him. When I see him, I said, wait a minute. What are you doing in the pulpit? And he's not holding back. You know, you have some men that sing the choir and they hold back. They gave it, they'll like cover it, at least hide a little bit of it. This guy pulling his shirt down, he letting you know. He letting you know I go to bed with men.
Oh.
And I don't care what God says is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have my man love him.
Oh, demon.
I'm going to
demon.
Nah, but you got to have the pastor's okay on that. You cannot do that unless the pastor says it's okay, it's fine. He'll come around. No, he ain't coming around. He coming around all right with some young boys in bed. That's what he coming around with.
Oh, definitely.
You got to understand that when gay men look at other men, they're not saying hallelujah. They're saying, I wonder how he's built. And I wonder if I can go to bed with him. You got to know how to Satan has a way of orchestrating it to get what you want.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's good at that.
I'm sure.
I mean, it is what is what. So
you have a lot of pastors, a lot of shepherds up in the church, up in the house of God that is allowing the Holy of Holies to be defiled with sin, and is starting in the pulpit with the shepherds.
Right.
A lot of
you're in church, and you're in the pulpit. The young men out there, seeing you in the pulpit, carrying on. Satan wants to Satan wants to put this in God's face.
Jesus.
Or it's of no consequence. So when you're in the choir and you let everybody know that you are of that kind of thing, and you let them know where you dress, where you act, you have to be a complete nutcase not to know that this guy is on the other side of the road, if you will. They know. But you can't say anything. Why you can't say anything? Because the head of the church said it's okay.
Right.
So people are saying, if he can do that, then I can do that. If I'm look, street people are smart. Christians are not. They're just not. The wisdom is not in the repertoire. It's not there. You got prophets. Wait a minute. You got prophets in the church. Prophets in the church. They're in the church and they're prophesying. And while they're prophesying over everything else, you got a bunch of gay men in the choir.
They're not prophesying about that.
They ain't saying about that.
They're prophesying.
So that means they ain't telling. Wait a minute. And you got the booty man right there, right beside you. And I mean, the church is now, like I said before, I said it once, said it twice, it's about the dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all. So
prosperity.
You have to understand God is not enough. Can you depend on God to supply the needs, the monetary means to take care of the church? Pastor said, no. Now, if that was true, then you wouldn't allow gay people to take over the pulpit. Because the gay people, they administer good times. See, they administer entertainment. They know, like I said before, they know how to sing and dance. They put on a show for you. And people are saying, isn't that wrong? It is. Now, if you bring in a bunch of saints, they're not going to say anything. They're not going to say nothing. And Like when T.D. Snakes was up there behind the guy with his hands in his pocket deep and moving his hand around his pocket, leg just going. And
masturbating over that guy's butt.
You got his whole church said, "Oh, he can have him fine. It's the spirit that got him going like that there." The streets going, I hear things. The streets going, we know what he doing. We know what he doing. These are unsaved people. These are the unsaved people, and they don't know no better. But the people in the streets that ain't saved, ain't know all about it. Now here you're supposed to be a Bible thumper, but you know nothing.
Ooh-wee.
It is amazing. We need a hero.
I tell you.
We need a hero. Again, we go back to Biden. Biden is helping the Antichrist come forward. So you have to understand, when things are happening, it is God's will. Even if the person that's evil is in office, it's still God's will, because you can't run over God.
Right.
God allowed things to happen, so for other stuff to fall in place.
Yes,
now you can pray all you want for the world to be better. The Bible said it wouldn't. I'm just saying.
It's not going to get any better.
Get better. It's getting worse.
All the time.
And this one guy said, we're going to have a meeting, and Martin Luther King meeting, whatever it's going to be. And they said they're going to talk about, we're going to have a meeting about black men killing black men. And he stopped. Okay, fine. I understand it. You cannot stop no sin without bringing God in.
Right.
Forget about it.
Right.
Here's the problem with that situation. The Bible has prophecies about end times.
Yes, it does.
I said it once.
You're only speaking
I said it again.
You're only speaking scripture.
I did not believe when I read the Bible about men are getting so bad that they can't sleep unless they kill or hurt or maim somebody.
Right.
And just so happens that Satan said, you know who I'm going to pick to do this particular crime? Young black men. I mean, remember, back in the day, there was no such thing as mothers killing their kids. That was not heard of. No. Now, Mother's Day, it took a back seat. Mother's Day used to be great. But now, Mother's Day is just a byword. Like Father's Day, ain't no good. Father's Day, that's bad. Now the women are catching up. Now they're catching up to the men as far as that day being accepted as a great day. Father's Day. Mother's Day now is like, I don't know. So it's not enough. We need a hero, right? We need somebody now to step into the office, to take care of all this crime going on. The border's being ran over. I said it once, I said it again. They knew that at the end of the day, Biden was going to be a mess, and blacks wasn't going to no longer support him as high as they did before. So how do you then make it equal or bring enough power in that's going to overrun the black people?
The immigrants.
You bring them in, give them work permits, give them IDs, that makes them American citizens.
They get it all.
And if they're American citizens, they can vote. If they can vote, we can topple God. We are the ones that are in power, not God. Not God. We're going to do what we need to do to keep the status quo going. We need to keep it going. How do you do that? You make sure the evil man stays in office, even if he's half dead, like he already is. So I remember this. Somebody said Biden is great. For you to say Biden is great, you're saying Satan's great. So I heard some of my siblings, oh, he's great. He's great. I'm going, God, they can't be that blind, or they can't hurt. They hate you that much, God. They hate you that much to actually say out their mouths that Satan, that Biden is a saint. And then when I bring it up, they get mad. I ain't say that.
Well, let the truth be told. It's the truth.
When you vote for Satan,
Mm-hmm.
you got your name on the docket.
Mm-hmm.
And when God sees you,
mm-hmm.
and you're gonna die, I know you don't think you're gonna die.
Uh-huh.
You gonna, I'm saying, like I said, you're gonna pass away. You're gonna pass from this life to this life. When you do, you're gonna have to answer, why did you put your name on that docket that the evil man put out there? Now, I didn't vote for Democrats or Republicans, but I got enough sense to know what God is doing, how God's pushing that, how the envelope is being pushed for the Antichrist more and more. See, now, somebody made a record a long time ago, and all the confusion,
Mm-hmm.
the Temptations, a lot of songs they made back in the 70s is now coming true. They said in the record, everything is right, it's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
He said in the record. I heard that record.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I read it in the Bible. I read it in the Bible, and I was like, that don't make no sense, though. I said, that ain't, man, how you going to say what's right is right, what's wrong is right? I didn't even do that. How do you say this? How do you say, I am God, born me a male, and then you say, but I'm going to help the child choose to be a girl, because I wanted the boy to be a girl, but the boy came out to be a boy. I don't like that. So what you do about that then? Again, have patience. And you will talk that little boy. If you dress a little boy up enough in women's clothes, little girl clothes, eventually his mind will become feminine. He's a little boy, but I've seen white women do this, and black women do it now. They have a boy, but then they train the boy to be a girl at a young age. He's wearing high heel shoes, lipstick on, putting fingernail polish,
Wigs.
Now he's in school and he's running around, and he don't know what he is. He doesn't know, but the mother's pushing it. She's pushing it. You look so pretty. You are so fine. You should have been a girl. God didn't know what he was doing. Okay.
And the child was confused.
Child's confused. So then she turns him out. But what she forgot was his blood is on her hands.
Right.
She don't realize it, not now.
Right.
She's doing good. Husband got a good job.
Mm-hmm.
She got a good job. They got a nice house in Fairlawn or Bath Township, wherever. Everybody's doing good. Money's coming in. And they're going to church. They're going to church. The pastor is telling the little child, you sure look cute, boy. You should be my little daughter, boy. I mean, this is crazy now. And it's crazy. And look, watch this. Here's something else. If you get into a fight now, don't win. You know why, right? Don't win the fight. If you get into a fist fight, which don't happen no more, everybody shooting. Now,